What did you win? Now let me say something. Don't distract me. Let me say something. You said the Governor Richard. You have had a frustrated relationship with an arm of government. If you're a good politician, it's just that you go and write later. Well done. If you're a good politician, you have had a frustrated relationship with me for how many years? I've never sat down with you. I've never spoken with you. You steal my salaries. You steal my allowances. Granted by law. You took it. No problem. Now you won a court of appeal. It didn't even occur to you. Even though I won a court of appeal, I still want peace. The matter went to Supreme Court. And Supreme Court now gave judgment. Then the next thing you will do, that you want to implement, who says no? Is it by writing letter? And who signed the letter? A bloody SSG who signed letter to a head of arm of government. What an insult is that? You are telling me here, sending to government will sign letter to the President of Senate or to Speaker of the House of Representatives. The President is coming to President Budget. Isn't that it is done?
What should he have done?
If you're a politician, know what to do. Look, I don't understand. Listen. First of all, assuming you want to go through that route, what is normally done? You call the leadership and say, listen, this is where we are. This is where we are. I want to present this budget back to you. They agree. Okay. Let's look at it. That will be okay for us. You are not the one to write that I'm coming to present budget tomorrow. Who does that? No, who does that? You went to play to the gallery that you wrote a letter, which is rubbish. I have been in government. I don't just write a letter to Mr. Speaker. I'm coming to present budget tomorrow morning. I think your children. Do you know their engagement? All this is done is to tell you that I'm sincere. Mr. Speaker, where are you? Are you at home? Can you come? Can I come? Can we talk? And they agree on something. And then Mr. Speaker will go back and call his colleagues. Listen, Mr. Governor called me. I met with him. He said, look, he wants to present budget so day. It's okay. Monday, Tuesday. But Speaker, you know that our schedule is so tight. Okay, no, let us accommodate. That's how things are done. All these letters you are writing is useless. You are not sincere. You are playing to the gallery. Everybody knows you are not sincere. You are playing to the gallery. A true politician will not do that way. Let me tell you, Mr. President was to present budget to the National Assembly. Assembly people were not happy for one thing or the other. We met in ESCO, and they said, oh, they've shifted it to the next so day. Why? He had to meet with leadership to agree some gray areas. He doesn't need to write letter. A man who does not want peace is a man who is playing to the gallery. Writing a letter, I've written letter. Written letter to who? To your son?
Well, you make this meeting sound very, very easy. After a frosty relationship, that might not be very easy. That's the point I'm trying to make. Okay, so now you agree with me. After a frosty relationship, he has suffered their families. They cannot pay their children's school fees. Their money they are entitled. Court gave order, you cannot stop their money. You had a penchant of disobeying court orders. This is a country where, I have never, we like things that somebody's doing something wrong. Instead of you to come out to say, look, what you are doing is wrong. You go and say, oh, it is a social political opponent. What kind of rubbish is that? Must you not have opponent? In politics, must you not have opponent? Is there any law that says in politics everybody must queue behind you?
So what is all this? Oh, his opponent. So what? If you give your opponent opportunity to make you unstable, then you will be unstable. You will be. No law. After all, there are also people who are working against Tinubu's administration. So Tinubu cannot come and complain. My opponents are working against his opponents. Did they tell him that they will make him to be comfortable? Who does that?
Your Excellency, some people might say, the frostiness is, on both sides in terms of the ultimatums that were given.
Yes, the
ultimatums that were given by the Amawile's-led legislators about presenting the budget, and also the issues of the commissioners that were elected without vetting from the...
Now you are taking that point. Now let me tell you something. Are you not going to commend them? That they even agreed that we are ready. Can you present the budget? You are presenting to 3 people now. So the budget is there. It's not as if you are going to do it. Okay, carry it. Come on, we are ready to work with you.
But the new ones was different.
I'm coming. What?
The new ones was different. They gave them an ultimatum.
No, you see, that's the problem. Come. When you say ultimatum, I say, within 48 hours, submit your budget. What is something? No, I can't be ready by 48 hours. Give me 1 week. What is wrong in that? Why we always capitalizing on things that if you really want the peace of the state, why are you picking on things that will not help? If the legislators say, we are going on recess for the interest of the state, if you can present the budget within 48 because we are living on recess, have they not done well? All you would have done as a sincere person is to say, look, no, it's too urgent for me. Can you people shift your recess? Give me 1 week. That's how people do things. You don't just come out, hey, why should I give ultimatum? Who the hell are you? No. Listen. Who the hell are you? The governor is not sincere. I never knew he's this kind of character. Let me tell you, Supreme Court said that no 3 members can sit and legislate for the state. You took your Attorney General, Commissioner, for these 3 members to screen. And the Supreme Court said it's not possible. And as some people said, look, submit the list of members of your cabinet. We are willing to screen them. Instead of us to applaud them, you are saying, why should they give time limit? I'm traveling. I want to do it now before I travel. What's wrong in that? Now what you did, to help with those a lot of people. Those are the people.
Honourable Minister, your selfish interest.
Those are people actually.
Yes.
Can I finish?
Those are people who elected.
Hold on. It's not correct. Those are people who are deceiving the governor, who are collecting his money. Let me tell you, if they're intelligent, governor, they gave you 48 hours. Governor, tell them 48 hours is not enough. I need 1 week. You don't go and begin to sow seed of discord. You don't do that. As they are now, they are hot. It is in your place to say, look, I know you're hot. I'm sorry. See what has happened. Don't act as if you're a father. Now, what they did, when the assembly said, submit list, he now told his commissioners to go to court. The commissioners went to court, challenging the assembly that we cannot live as commissioners after Supreme Court has given judgment on this matter.
Is that a fact?
It's the truth. They went to court, State High Court. Of course, you know, the worst State High Court today we have is River State High Court.
It wasn't like that when we were there.
It couldn't have been. It couldn't have been. Look, I respect court judgment. I do. How would I look like as a life bencher? I perpetrate in disobeying court orders.
But because of your interest now,
what's my interest?
The average Riverian on the streets, they're saying that, look, because of your interest. When did you go to
the street to listen to them?
They're saying the state allocation has been seized now.
By who?
Because of your interest.
By who? Okay, hold on. By whose
the Supreme Court has ordered.
Instead of you to say, thanking us, to making sure the right thing is being done.
Are you happy?
And aren't you worried that Rivers staff will not be paid? They will not be paid salaries because of this.
Now, let me tell you something. Did you know you ought to commend us for challenging illegality? How many states can do that? How many states can tell their governor what they're doing is wrong? In our state, we said no. 3 people cannot constitute an assembly. 3 people cannot appropriate funds for you to spend. You have to commend us. Your state, who can do it? They would have bought the assembly members. And I said, no, we are not prisoners of war. Well, we are not. And that's why the assembly said, look, you can't continue to do this. Let them go and buy them. They will not agree. The right thing, hold on, the right thing must be done. And we challenge illegality. Today we are happy that Supreme Court has made a pronouncement. The Apex Court has made a pronouncement. Who is wrong? Who is right? Commend those who challenge illegality. Don't commend those who said we will do anything that's wrong.
Nobody could challenge you during your time. The state assembly
cannot
just stand up to look at you.
That is my problem with you.
During your 8 years.
Who told you? Okay, the mayor said nobody challenged me.
There's no record of that.
Hold on now.
Every speaker.
Okay, hold on. The mayor said, let me tell you. The speaker and assembly members are not their children. You must have a relationship with them. I sit with them. We eat together. We drink together. We play together. They're not your boys. They're not your girls. They were elected, as you were also elected. Some of them, it was through the election that made you to win the election. So you must not treat them as if they're my boys. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. Legislature is a different arm of government. It's not an attached to executive arm. So you must be careful. I see that I travel with my legislature. I do. As I'm traveling, as the Mr. Speaker, can I have 3, 4, 5 members to accompany me for this trip? It's a building relationship. The president travels. He said, look, call me social senator. Call me social House of Representatives. I want them to join me in my trip. You create relationship. It's not a master-servant thing. You cannot do it. If you have been doing it before, you succeeded, does not mean today you will succeed. And the world, you see, we are moving to a world that you cannot try it. And the problem the governor has today, those around him who are milking him, they have milked the state. And governor said it yesterday. I thought he should have said on his point, said the parties, that the money they have spent. No, I didn't spend that kind of money. No way. None of my lawyers told me you are going to pay this. Well, you must have a good relationship with people. Goodwill pays a lot.
All right,
and that's what paid for us. It's because we have good relationship with our lawyers. No lawyer say you must pay this or pay this. But I know what their own team spend. And they make him. They are not telling him the truth. His lawyers bungled their case. And they don't want to tell the people. Yesterday, I heard that some people went to see Mr. President. Pandef.
Yes.
It's the worst organization anybody can rely on.
Why?
Let me tell you. I used to tell my father, I said, Dad, I go to him. I'm disappointed with this. If you continue with this, I'm not going to support you. I will not be a party to it. If you have a father who is always interested in money, he can sell his child or his children. These leaders, look at the comments they have made. Mr. President intervened in this matter. Mr. President intervened. I'm not talking about Vice President. Mr. President intervened. Vice President was there. National Security Advisor was there. National Security Advisor signed for implementation of peace. This same Pandef came out and said, Mr. President has no right. They took Mr. President to court. People like Chief Saraibe, one of the worst persons you can ever think of. One of the merchants, political merchants. I knew them. Data Smith, whom I respected, went to government house, Look at the statement he made. I'm an Ijaw man. You're an Ijaw man. Call us. We'll be with you. An elder statesman would go and make such a statement. Now you are the same person coming again now to go and meet Mr. President to intervene. Intervene what? Mr. President that had no right? Mr. President that you took to court? That he had no power to intervene? They took Mr. President to court. From the State High Court of River State, down to the Court of Appeal, they lost. Down to Supreme Court. Now people do things, you don't want to go back to let people know the correct thing. Now Supreme Court have given judgment. Now you are going to tell President to do what? Yeah, now President should do what?
Sorry,
that Supreme Court judgment should not be obeyed.
Yeah, but the governor has said he would obey the judgment, and there are calls for his impeachment. Would you support the impeachment of Governor Fubara?
Excuse me. Who called for impeachment? We said they have called. Who called?
People who are seem to be loyal to you are saying that they are going for the jugular.
I didn't know you have record of people who are loyal to me. I didn't know your business is to sit down, write names of people who are loyal to me.
But will you support an impeachment?
If you have committed an offense to be impeached, what is wrong? Is it a criminal offense? It's provided in the Constitution.
You can't just wait till 2027 to vote him out.
Am I a member of the Assembly? The point I'm making, if you have committed an infraction of the Constitution and the Assembly deems it fit to say you should be impeached, let me tell you, politics is not played just like this. Is it the first person that people have threatened about impeachment? Don't you know what to do? What is all these who are value that they will impeach? And let me tell you, and I have heard people say, oh, if they impeach him, there will be breakdown of law and order. Rubbish. Hold on. Rubbish. Nonsense. Which is just nonsense.
Ethnic coloration.
Rubbish. Tell me who are the militants? Who is not a militant? Who is born as a militant? No, tell me the person that's born the day you were giving birth. They say you're a militant. Who is not a militant? Who cannot blow at the pipeline? Why do you arrogate this power to a certain group of people? Ijaw people are the only people who can blow pipeline. What nonsense is that? Who told the Ogoni people cannot blow pipeline? Who told the Kwai people cannot blow pipeline? Who told the Ekpa people cannot blow pipeline? Why do we arrogate powers to people? There's nothing like that. Two, who is the one doing the contract of the pipeline? Who is the one doing the pipeline contract? The sovereign. It's not a Johnson. It's not a Tompolo. It's not Antita. They gave you now to do surveillance. You are the one correcting with the Ijaw man. And they say Ijaw people are going to blow pipeline. And somebody will hear that. That's crap. Look, the moment I hear that, to hell, how dare you threaten a country? How dare you?
So you're discussing the threats?
Which threat? It does not exist. It does not exist. These are political things planted by some people in government. Look, all of us know ourselves. All of us know ourselves. You make an appointment of MD of NDC, they threaten, they blow pipeline. You make an appointment here, they threaten, they blow pipeline. What kind of country are we in? As a sitting president, you threaten me that if you follow what the court said, I will blow up everywhere. Let the whole place be blown off. People must learn. Enough is enough. You don't tell anybody that. I was a governor. I see security report. I said, this security report, this one is fake. I said, it's fake. I said, the director says, this one is fake. Take it out. I know where this one is coming from. That's one security report you see. You laugh. Planted by people in government who are in support of what the young boy is doing.
All right, sir. But we may have to move towards solution. At the end of the day, we mentioned political solution at the beginning of the discussion. The people who are in a face-off, this long face-off, members of the assembly, even the governor came through your, political wing. He was your boy. So there must be a way that the Rivers people won't suffer.
That's what I thought you should have said. Now, everybody, the assembly people should have shown they are coming from somewhere. We cannot deny where we are coming from. We must be grateful. But for certain persons, we may not have here. Now, you want them to obey us. But you two, that came through us, you don't want to obey. Why are you not compelling us to put in the assembly people got not to be loyal? Who told you they are not human? That blood is not flowing, it's water. Why not if they say, sir, we have been loyal now, we don't want to be loyal again. After all, the governor you brought him to now, is he loyal to you? Yes. So why do you people want only one group to be loyal? And the other one should not be loyal, whom you are supporting, giving all the back. The truth must be told. I have told people, when law speaks, all this Asawana will die. And the law has spoken. And let me tell you something. And people should have that right. It just does not constitute the majority of the Niger Delta. People must speak out the truth. Heaven will not fall. You only die once, not 2 times. It just does not constitute the majority of the Niger Delta. What nonsense every day you wake up? Ijo will do this. In Akwa Ibom, Ijo cannot be governor. In Delta, Ijo is the minority of the minority. With all due respect to our late elder statesman, Edwin Clark, he's from Delta. He had never produced Ijo man to be governor of Delta. He had never. The only place Ijo man can solely be governor is in Bayelsa State. Not in Edo, not in Rivers, a minority of the minorities. But out of our own benevolence, live and let live. I'm my Tisseluko. Gentlemen, we are working as a team. We are members of the same political family. Let's allow this to go this area. If it is by strength, it cannot be the Godis, it cannot be the Empires, it cannot be the Queries. It cannot. Every time you hear it, he just said this, he just didn't say this. What kind of system are we talking about? When people do something to bring everybody together, you appreciate it. In fact, when I brought this governor, they said no, it's not the real job. They said not the real job. If you are talking about his job, you should come to the cannibalists. How can you say if they want to give governor to his job, it should be a popo? You see the problem that we're in. And you close your eyes, you did it. All those who fought me, who said, no, we cannot accept this, are the ones parading themselves, hanging around him, taking his money.
Honourable Minister, do you have your attention on?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sure, because I know how all of this started, I'm sure you are not just interested in winning the war. As the leader, you should also be interested in winning the battles and, of course, winning peace as well. If you listen to the way Mr. President spoke yesterday, it will seem as if the pathway to peace has been thrown to the leadership of that state. And between you and Governor Sifubare, I see you as the leader. Would you do everything possible as the leader to pick up the gauntlet and draw up a roadmap, a pathway to peace?
Does this thing have a role to play? Has he ever called me one day?
I am putting it to you.
No, that's what I'm saying. You can
pick up the gauntlet.
You can take a horse to the stream, but you cannot force the horse to drink water. You have a problem. Now let me tell you why it's very difficult. No, let me tell you, people should understand. Look, if he was a good person, we had an elder, Chief Ferdinand Alabraba, 80-something years. I'm sure at the time he made his money, this boy was not born. This governor was not born. He was the one who cried in our meeting for a Nigerian man to be chosen to be governor. This elder statesman, he cried in the meeting because the consensus almost had treated the Ogodis. In fact, while we were there, the primary was to take place. So the primary was delayed. The rumor had even gone to the delegates that my former Commissioner of Finance, who's a good chap, is one to be picked. This governor stepped down for him. That is his boy. It was this elder statesman, Ferdinand Alabraba, He nearly collapsed. He said, look, they should not do this to him. O.C. Jokocha was there. This boy, I quite you have some question, boy, went abused this elder statesman, that one elder who doesn't know what he's doing. A man who has made money long before even he was born. His children went to the best of schools. But he can't go back to him now. He went on television, abused O.C. Jokocha, so-called media luminary, so-called. OCJ attended University, attended the University of London, a respected former president of NBA, former chairman of Board of Benchers. He will go to national television, abuse OCJ. Chief Sergeant Awuse was sick, was under coma. We were praying to God, let Awuse recover. Awuse was one of those who said, look, let's allow him. Awuse was in hospital. Chairman of River State National Rep, this boy came out on national television and removed Awuse. That Awuse was not trustworthy. A man who was dying. Now, he does not know where to run to again. Ordinarily, these are the people that will call the assembly people. Listen, stop. You know, but nah, don't forget about me. Forget about me.
No, but it's not possible.
No, you have the power to stop this.
Sorry.
You have the capacity.
Now you are giving me
the responsibility.
No,
yes, and the president said so yesterday.
But you don't
have in your court.
what it takes to give me responsibility.
Well,
Even
Nigerians are looking up to you.
Can I tell you something? President knows my position. I'm not a man, but President knows my position.
That you don't want peace?
President, what is peace? What is important that let the right thing be done? When the right things are done, there will be peace. But if the right is not done, how would you say peace? Peace is predicated on doing the right thing. Go and present your budget. Go and submit the list of your commissioners. You cannot continue to do illegality. The assembly summoned the chairman, one of the most corrupt persons I've ever met. The chairman of the River State Independent Electoral Commission. One justice, Honourable, retired. Let him challenge me. He knows me. Assembly summoned him. He has gone to court, State High Court, because the chief judge is his friend. So we know. But you see, at the end of the day, it will not end there. Assembly summoning chairman of INEC, for example, National Assembly. The chairman will now go to court. I mean, look at, you say you want peace.
Honourable Minister, we need to go on a quick break now at this particular point. We'll come, and that will even allow you to calm down and listen again to that suggestion from this side that you should pick up that gauntlet.
You're not giving me power. But you're not saying I should
The president did so yesterday.
No, the president didn't. No.
Indirectly.
The president knows my position. The president knows I'm not
the
this
president
kind of,
indirectly put it at the level.
Do you know why obey the Supreme Court ruling?
Do you know why it should be irritating?
You will tell us when we come back from the break.
A president of a country will leave everything he was doing to mediate. A president over 3 hours sat down and brought us something. You come and sign. Are you accepting? Yes. Do you accept? Yes. Do you accept? Yes. Do you accept? Yes. They called National Security Advisor who signed on behalf of government. Yeah. And nobody had thought it deep. Look, this thing we signed. Why you? What has happened?
Honourable Minister, we need to go on the break.
Talking about,
we need to go on break
do this. Nobody can box us into what we cannot do.
We need to go on break now. We'll be back in a few minutes to continue the chat. That will also allow you to at least calm down a little bit, sir. All right, we'll go on the break. We'll be right back.
NTA, you can't beat the rich.
Although social media as a channel of communication is inherently harmless, It becomes harmful and damaging when used without discretion and thoughtfulness. Bad social media users spread rumors and fake news without verification. But good social media users stop, reflect, and verify information before sharing it. Be a good social media user. Stop the spread of fake news. Verify the authenticity of your source and use social media responsibly for a better Nigeria. This message is brought to you by the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, in collaboration with the National Orientation Agency.
No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together. Let's stop fighting each other. Let us live as one. It doesn't matter where you come from, your tribe or religion, man, woman or child. It doesn't matter who you are. Put Nigeria first. No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together.
How can we develop when we're always in crisis? Families have become refugees in their country. No matter our differences, show some understanding.
No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together.
Speaking on reverse politics and a little bit of the situation in the FCT. Don't know whether we may still have opportunity of going back to FCT matters. But Honourable Minister, while we're here, there were developments on this reverse issue. We would like to start from there. Do you think this has given you a pathway now to move quickly to try to avert a possible crisis in your dear state?
I'm not the governor of the state.
You're a leader.
No, listen, I'm not a governor of the state. I'm an FCT. As I'm here presiding here, and I see that it's for me to take steps to see how I can avert crisis. I have political enemies who will do everything here to make sure I don't succeed. It is my intelligence, my capacity to now say, look, what do I do? Let there be a crisis in FCT. When I came on board, there are so many sabotage everywhere. So many that were laid. I laughed. I said, this thing, I will not enter the trap. Those who did that came back. I said, look, we commend you. Your sagacity, your capacity to handle this. The brought issue of religion. The brought issue of ethnicity to make sure nothing will work. But by the grace of God, I surmounted it. It is within me to say, should I survive? How do I survive? How do I go about it? So if you're a governor, you are the one governing that state. You are the one facing the crisis. You are the one who will know, what do I do to make sure? Do I continue to listen to people who are just talking to me, just to be having some drink with me? Where has it led me to now? Why not me take another strategy to say I can bring peace within my domain? The way I'm going, is it the way that will bring peace? Certainly not. Assembly, legislature is not your baby. You must know how to play. You must be careful. I said, I was a minister of state here. When they said I'm coming for oversight function, big problem for me. As minister of FCT, each time the chairman of FCT House of Rep, chairman of FCT Senate, who have problem, and I will go back to them in the night. Gentlemen, no, that we shouldn't go like this now. This is the way we should go now. They're not my children. I must listen to them. That's how it works. Even Mr. President cannot say, even though he masterminded the coming of Mr. Senate President, the coming of Mr. Speaker, He cannot sit, oh, Speaker, come and go and do this. No, he talks with them. That's how politics is played. It's not for you to go and say, come on. Okay, like what's happening in River Center, for what I had now, that the governor is at the gate of the residence of the assembly quarters, pushing himself in. Isn't how things are done?
You want to present the budget?
You see the point I say, yeah. You want to present the budget to who?
Lawmakers.
Isn't that it is done? Isn't that it is done? You write a letter this night. I present my budget tomorrow morning. And they open. Come, I win the banana the public.
He's trying to obey Mr. President's
What?
instruction. And he has said that he obeyed the Supreme Court.
You are the trouble people. You people are the cause of the problems we're having.
Really?
Look at how you are legitimizing that. If Mr. President said, obey Supreme Court, did Mr. President say, just wake up early morning, go and bulldoze the gate? Why are you talking like this?
I gave you a password, which is that as the leader, pick up your phone, call Sid Fubara, and both of you should
make it imperative for you to step in.
Hold on.
What is wrong with that?
Hold on.
What is wrong with that? I spoke about you. I spoke about you not just winning the war, but winning peace as well.
It's not correct. The war is not about winning. It's about the right thing being done. When the right thing is being done, anybody can go to hell. When the right thing. And our problem in this country, you want to sacrifice things. I didn't want me to play politics with you. Okay, I will tell you and I will call him. Call him for what?
What's the right thing? It matter.
Go to the right thing. Negotiate with them.
Your Excellency.
Look at in America, in Congress. They negotiate with the president.
Maybe
they sit down.
Feeling that he will not have his way.
No,
but if you are in his front,
you see the problem I have
behind you.
You see the problem I have with you now.
You are talking.
The problem I have with you is that you will not do something. You have concluded you will not have your way. Why not do something as decent? I told you about somebody here, Ferdinand Alabraba. I told you about Osirikweda. I told you about Chief Sergeant Awusu and other people. You had the people, but you know why he can't go? Why he can't go? He has messed up himself.
Yeah. Now,
he will run to.
So reconciliation with these people too will be with your support. Reconciliation with these people too will be with your support.
As Trump appears to be, he still goes to negotiate with the Congress. He will sit down with them. So listen, the way people are going, it's not the way I'm thinking. It's not about you. Come on, Congress. I'm coming now. Who does that? For Christ's sake, who does that? Why do you encourage that? The man must be taught that art of governance is not about commissioning projects. Governance is not only about commissioning projects. Governance is not only about initiating projects. Governance is also the capacity to relate, to meander.
What's the roadmap to peace in River State?
You are one of those who have arised one of the problem makers as far as River State is concerned. Problem. Let me tell you what is the roadmap. I've told you about politics. I told you I got my channel of committees. I've not presented our 2025 budget. Mr. President has not laid it to them. Now, I cannot, even when we finish the ESCO of the FCT approved, I will still go back to the chairman. As the chairman, Mr. President is likely to bring the budget next week. I will not, because I'm working with President. I won't talk to them. Who does that? And that's why I say it is not only going to commission projects governance. You must learn how to relate with people. Yes. They are not my children. They are elected people.
Yes.
Legislature is the background of democracy anywhere in the world.
And you're talking about
the 5th August. And what's your best model for credible local government election?
You pay. Now let me tell you, you know what will not stand? It will not stand.
Again.
How would it stand? That chairman, that enabling, that man, all is interested had to be looped in. Did he read the judgment first? Did the enabler read the judgment? The retired judge who claims I know him very well. I appointed him as chairman. These are people who don't have character.
But you don't have character. You just described him as a very corrupt person.
Until somebody goes to power.
He was not corrupt when you appointed him.
No, how would I know? It is now you know.
So
let me tell you.
I'm talking about.
With all due respect to you. Yes, you can blame me. I take responsibility. I own responsibility. Some of the things we do while in office is when you leave office, you start regretting. I can tell you that. It's not everything you know. You may think, let me tell you, as I sit here, so many things happen. In fact, my son sent me something from UK, and I learned something. I never knew that something was going on. But my name was used, right? So when I came, I said, what? I had to call security, and they got the person. You may think because I'm there, it's everything I know. It's not correct. And let nobody claim that. But I can tell you, within what I know now, I made a lot of mistakes while as governor. I own up that. And that's what they call a leadership. When you make mistake, it's unfortunate I can't correct them now because I can't go back there as a governor. But it is helping me as FCT minister. Based on those mistakes I made, I've now seen so many as I know this can't happen again. It can't happen 2 times.
Does it include the PDP?
Now, so when you talk about the local government, the local government will not stand. The notice there on arrival.
Do you still want to bring your people back?
I said, now this again, mind you, Supreme Court in their judgment of local government election then, the autonomy of local government, Supreme Court said that the assembly has powers to even extend their tenure in order not to allow a vacuum. It's not to allow non-elected or caretaker. The assembly has power to extend their tenure until when election is conducted. Supreme Court judgment is very clear. It's not me. I was not part of it. But that is the Supreme Court judgment. I don't know what I want them. I'm talking about what is the law. What does the law say? It's not about me. Let us do what the law says.
Okay, so talking about the law, I'm talking about a path to peace. You were the one who was on the podium showing the people of Rivers State a certain Sim Fubara about 2 years ago for them to vote for him. Those Rivers State indigenes are the ones who will not get paid in these few months where there's this face-off. The path to peace that we're talking about is not necessarily for the 2 main protagonists. The grass that suffers while these elephants are fighting are the people we are talking about. Are you thinking about them in all these calculations?
That is why Assembly said, for the interest of the state, we don't want our state not to receive their money.
You haven't answered the question.
No, I'm coming. No, you cannot tell me when I've answered the question. You are not the one who asked the question. So you cannot, a question you said, you can't say that. So we'll do that word. We'll do it. The point I'm making is that Assembly said, for the interest of the state, for our state to receive our money from the federation account, come and bring this budget now. For the interest of the state, what else do you want people to do? For the interest of the state, the letter, I read it. I saw it on the advertisement. And when Assembly submitted that letter, they took it, read it, called them, they said no, they should return the letter. The governor does not receive communication from the Assembly. Now you are writing letter. The Assembly you don't receive letter from. You want them to receive letter from me. I mean, look at who's looking for peace.
He was trying to say, as a leader, are you not dampening the prospects of peace by not intervening?
I've intervened. That is why I'm